What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your man Sergeant J-Max. Today we're at the range and we're going to do a little comparison, guys. So in the last video I told you I was going to try to get the M&P 2.0 metal frame so that I could do a comparison between Samantha, my John Wick M&P9, and the Carry Comp M&P9. But unfortunately I still haven't gotten that one yet. But a friend of the channel loaned me their M&P excuse me 9 2.0. It's a polymer frame. So I've got Samantha here with the John Wick setup, as I mentioned before, and then I've got Sandra, her sister. Sorry for the angle of the camera there, but Sandra, her sister, with the Carry Comp frame. So today, guys, I'm trying to be all about fairness, and I know that the metal frame will probably shoot a lot flatter than the polymer frames, but you know, again, I wanted to be fair. I wanted to run this comparison. So we're going to see how Samantha with the John Wick setup runs against Sandra with the Carry Comp setup. So give me just a moment here while I get set up, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys. So first we're going to go with Samantha, the John Wick M&P Comp. So I've got the target set up here, about 3 yards away. I was also able to get an optic for her. So this is the Gideon Optic Omega. So this is the SRO type optic. Not going to do too much talking about it, but I will do a separate video on the optics that I have. And sorry, it's going to be kind of loud because they are shooting in the other side. But yeah, I got the optic set up. I got both of the pistols sighted in at 25 yards. So we're going to fire some shots and see which one handles the recoil better, if they have, or you know, which one looks better. All right, but here we go, guys. Give me just a second. Let me get this all set up. Sorry about the camera angles. Just want to make sure that I'm getting everything so you guys will be able to see how the hands are looking, how the guns handle how the compensators handle the recoil. And let me load up Samantha here, and we'll be ready to go. So again, I'm going to start off with 10 shots at 3 yards here just to get a warm up for each pistol, and then we're going to go ahead and push it back to 7 yards, and maybe I'll shoot a couple rounds, a couple magazines through each one. But here we go with Samantha, just 3 yards. Up. Now we're ready. Samantha, John Wick setup. All right. So that was Samantha. And again, that was at 3 yards. Sorry for the loudness in here again. They are using the other side of the range next door. Now we're going to see how Sandra handles the recoil at 3 yards. Now Sandra is actually a 1.0 version of the M&P Comp, so you can tell she's got the different trigger on her right here. I've never actually shot this gun before. Again, it was loaned to me by a friend of the channel so that I could run this comparison. But Sandra, I'm sorry, is the 1.0 polymer frame. So we're going to see how she does. 10 rounds, 3 yards. Brighten this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, just lost the light. All right, hold on a second. Grab the light. Don't think the light wants to cooperate. That's what we're trying to do here today. All right. So got a little distracted with the light flying out there. Sorry about that, guys. But as I mentioned, Sandra is the 1.0 M&P model, as you could tell by the trigger. She is running the carry comp slide today. So that's what the target's looking like at 3 yards, both guns. So now I'm gonna load up another magazine here for both. And we'll push it out to 7 yards and see how each one of them do. Give me just a moment, I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, so I'm back. And now to make this comparison as fair as possible, like I said, I got both barrels on polymer frames. You see 124 target ammo. I don't have any more of the factory seconds that I had before, which were hollow points as well, but I don't have any more, so I really won't be able to tell what the difference is between the target ammo and defense ammo or factory seconds that were hollow points. So maybe another time, maybe after I get the metal frame, I'll come back and I'll run it again and see which one handles it. I know that the metal frame is going to handle the recoil in the actual polymer frame. So just 1 second here, I'll get the camera and we'll go ahead and shoot some measurements. And then Sandra, yard, see how they managing the recoil. And again, they are shooting on the other side here, so I know it's going to be kind of loud in the background. All right, guys. So here we go. Samantha, 7 yards. Again, Optics Omega. All right. That was Samantha, John Wick gun style. And now we'll go ahead and get Sandra ready. Rounds through her. All right. And it's a 2.0 slide on Sandra. She doesn't want to lock back for me, so unfortunately, it might be the difference. It might be the difference between the two frames and how they're set up. I know that there was some issues with the frame. I don't know if this particular pistol was part of that group of pistols that had that issue. But again, it's the closest that I could get, so I could run this test for you. But again, hopefully in the future here, I'll get the metal frame and I'll be able to do the test the way that I want to do it. But for right now, and so you guys can see the difference between the carry comp frame setup and the John Wick style frame setup. And I'll show you both of them again. So this is my M&P 2.0 with the John Wick style setup. And then this is Sandra with the carry comp setup. So this isn't my gun, so I'm not really going to call her Sandra for the duration. But again, it was loaned to the channel by a friend, and this is their gun. So yeah, I'll probably, once I get the metal frame, I'll figure out which metal frame, but the carry comp frame. For the moment, guys, I'll wrap this up. See you back at the house. And Wilhelm is still recovering, so he wasn't able to make it out to the range today. He's still laid up in the bed with his cast on his legs, getting all fixed up and stuff. So hopefully, I know I keep saying that he'll be back in the next video, but he wasn't feeling it today, so I had to leave him at the house so he could still get his recuperation on. And we'll see how he feels in the next video, and hopefully he'll be ready to go by then. But give me just a moment here, guys. I'll clean all this stuff up and we'll finish this up in the bunker. All right, guys, welcome back to the bunker. Your man Sergeant J-Max again. So after I watched the footage a couple times, just because I couldn't really see what the recoil action was looking like while the gun was in my hands. I could feel it, of course, but I couldn't really see it. So I went back through and looked at some of the footage from the range time. And to be 100% honest with you guys, I feel like maybe Sandra, the 1.0 frame with the carry comp slide and barrel, handled the recoil a little bit better. Oh, and just so you guys know, the gun is clear. I can't lock the slide back for whatever reason, but there's no magazine. There's no bullet in the chamber or anything. And again, I don't know if it's because it's the frame, because it's a different frame, and this was set up to go on a 2.0 polymer frame or metal frame. So I don't know if that's the reason why I can't get the slide to lock back, but I feel like just from looking at the footage, it feels like the carry comp slide handled the recoil a little bit better. And then of course, this is Samantha, John Wick style. Now, I can't get the slide to lock back into this one, so all you range safeties out there can see that it's clear. There's no bullet, no magazine. So, in defense of all of that though, I am still tinkering with my grip as far as how I'm gripping the pistol to try to be able to manage the recoil. So I don't know if that played into it a little bit. I might have to run this little comparison again. But like I told you guys when I was at the range, I wanted to try to make it as fair as possible. So, I wanted to put both frame and slide and barrel on polymer frames, just to kind of see which one handled the recoil a little bit better. And again, this light was belongs with this pistol here. So again, I didn't want to take it off, although I don't know about these Surefire lights. I don't know if maybe it just wasn't on there right or not. I do kind of like the stream light a little bit better in that regard, because it does tighten down with a screw on the Picatinny rail. However, second go around with Sandra, it didn't pop off. So I don't know, maybe it shook loose and transferring out the barrel and slide, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Now, of course, like I said, this is the 1.0 M&P, so the trigger is a little bit different. And again, I don't know if it's because I'm kind of tinkering with my grip on the pistol as far as the way the recoil looked, or the way that my grip was able to manage the recoil during the whole shooting of the two guns. I still really like the way that the compensator works for the M&P version of Samantha, or the John Wick version of Samantha. So, and no, I'm not down with any of that funny stuff that's going on in the news with this administration and that administration fighting over who's who and what's what. I believe men are men and girls are girls. That's the only way that the Bible says. So not going to get religious, not going to get super political, but this is my John Wick version of my M&P. As I mentioned before, I'm not always going to be running it with the compensator on the end here, because it just wouldn't fit into either of the holsters that I have for Samantha. Now, if I do decide to put the carry comp slide back on the polymer frame and run it like that, I have two Safariland holsters that I can put on. That I have one of them on my duty belt now, and then I have another one that I can swap out and put on my duty belt. So the carry comp slide and barrel
fit just fine in there, but I also have a stream light that I would run on this frame, which is the 2.0 polymer frame. So I have the Streamlight TLR 1 that I would run on this frame, and like I said, with that light, either one of these slides should fit in that holster fine, and give me the retention that I need to be able to run that in the holster. And by the way, guys, if you're liking any of this content, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you guys check out the video that I just put out today regarding the 945 Industries bag. Today I'm rocking the other chest rig that I have. Again, you guys know that I like the black multicam, so just wanted to throw this one on today and give the 945 Industries bag a break. But yeah, guys, I really couldn't tell too much of a difference between the recoil of each of the pistols. Again, I am tinkering with my grip a little bit here, so maybe that's why I'm not feeling as confident about having managed the recoil as well as I had in the past or in other videos that you may have seen where I'm shooting pistols. But yeah, again, I do plan on hopefully getting the metal frame here pretty soon, and maybe I'll do the test again. But like I said, I believe that the metal frame is going to handle the recoil a lot better. I mean, that's with my SIG P365 X macro comp. I put the Ace Icarus Precision Ace metal frame on that particular gun. Her name is Serena, excuse me, but I put the metal frame on her and noticed a complete different aspect of shooting between the metal frame and the polymer frame. So I believe that if I do put the metal frame and use either one of these slide and barrel combinations, it's going to shoot a lot flatter. But again, I won't leave the compensator on for this pistol because it just won't fit in any of my holsters. But anyway, guys, as I mentioned, Sergeant Genome is still recovering, so hopefully his recuperation and physical therapy process is going along smoothly for him, and he'll be back up and running here in no time. If you have any comments or suggestions or things you'd like to see, drop them down in the comments below. And again, guys, thank you for all your support. Thank you for checking out the videos. I really appreciate it. I hope that I'm giving you some good information or at least some ideas about some things that you can do. And again, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. But that's going to be it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you again for joining me. And again, hopefully Sergeant Genome will be back with us in the next video. I know I keep saying that, but I'm really just leaving it up to him as far as, when he's going to be ready to join us again. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us again, or joining me again, I should say. And that's all I got, guys. I'm your man, Sergeant J-Max. May God bless America. May God bless all of you. And I'm out.